I'm announcing it live, hun. I got my little box right here with everyone's name in it. I'm going to shake it out and pull out the one live. And then I'm going to put it on my Facebook and my Instagram. And of course it's going to be here on this video, and I'm going to upload this video to my YouTube, so it's going to be everywhere. Plus I'm going to post it in the groups I'm in as well. No, hun, this just started. And the full moon is happening right now. And we got a lot of stuff going on with this full moon too, so I'm going to go over all the astrology and let you guys pick if you want a collective reading or if you want to have a pick a card reading or pick a crystal, because I usually let you guys pick a crystal. And once you guys decide that, before we get started, I'll go ahead and announce the winner before we start the reading for everybody. And of course, if you guys have any questions about anything, like, I'm here to answer them for you. And plus do some personal readings along the way if you guys want those too. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my new contest for October that I'm posting today. I started posting it on some places already, but it's not fully everywhere yet. Well, it's always good to get that, because we did talk a little bit about some of the astrology, so this will give you a little bit more about what's going on and probably make a little more sense with everything, because I'm going to go more in depth with it. Oh, it's okay, Jen. I hope you feel better. And it's always good to go to the beach. That'll help a lot right now. Because we're having the full moon, like, right now at this moment, so you've probably had the migraine that goes with the days leading up to it. Yeah. That sucks, hon. But yeah, I'll announce the winner and put it everywhere. So even if you can't be here, it's going to be on all my platforms too. And if you don't know the platforms, I'm pretty sure you guys know my platforms, but they're in the About section here on my Twitch. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, it's going to be on there. Okay, hun, have fun. Hey, Ruby. How are you doing right now with this full moon currently having its fun time? That's how I feel too. And honestly, like, I don't know, I feel more awake than I have the past, like, week. Because I've been feeling really drained. I actually feel like I have a little bit of energy today, which is good. I'd rather have energy. But I was already looking at the aspects and everything, just the what we have with the moon by itself. I'm like, oh, that's nice. But I'm looking at it, and like I was telling you guys, a lot of this stuff is at exact degrees of stuff in my own natal chart. So I'm feeling it extra. I'm hoping today's good for everybody, honestly. in a way it's really cool because with numerology, since today is the 1st and October is an 11, where it's kind of like a 111, which I have been seeing a lot, which, I mean, hopefully it means that today is supposed to be like this great, you know how things have been. Yeah, I've been getting more stuff done too, honestly. I think it has a lot to do with Saturn going direct finally on top of having this moon. And we're starting to feel Pluto about to go direct on Sunday, so there's a lot of energy starting to shift forward. And Mercury's in Scorpio. It's not retrograde yet, but it's in Scorpio, so gonna be talking about some secrets and deep shit. Yeah, I saw it. I didn't have time to read your thing, but I saw you write a journal thing. I want to go and read it. Yeah, it really affects everyone different, depending on where it's hitting. Do you know your rising or your moon? Well, your sun's mingling with Mercury. But since I don't know any of your other stuff, I don't know where, I mean, the most I could probably say is possibly you could be having a square to your sun with this moon, which would make it kind of draining for you. But all these planets going direct are more of a sextile, and that's positive for you. But those are structured planets under Capricorn right now. It's kind of like I was telling you last night. You're being forced to sit down and like make structure for yourself right now and focus on yourself. And it's possible that the Chiron and Aries could also be having a nice square effect to you as well. Or is that an inconjunct? Huh. But yeah, you have, I mean, all of us actually with this transit just by itself, not even looking at people's charts, there's a lot more challenging aspects with this than there is helpful ones. Yes, restrain your beast. But this moon is creating a lot of squares. Not to mention, Mars retrograde is squaring everything in Capricorn. The moon's just squaring Jupiter, and the sun's squaring Jupiter too. The only thing that's trying to help us out here is Neptune. And for some reason there's a positive aspect with Mars and Venus right now. We can be very loving while Mars is making us angry. It'll be a good thing. Be nice to people that you love. But that's going to probably end within a couple days because that's going to be going into Virgo. We're going to get very nitpicky and organized with our relationships. And probably fall into habits of trying to heal relationships too, so you got to watch out for that. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Yeah, internet's been like a big issue lately with how everyone's using it. Because everyone's home. But yeah, all of this stuff is opposing Libra right now. I mean, you have some positive stuff going towards Libra, but most of it's opposing it right now. Or squaring it. But yeah, I'll go ahead and ask you guys, so I have a couple already, and then as we get more people, I'll ask again. For this, because it is Astro related, would you guys rather have a collective read for this Aries moon, full moon, or a pick a card for the Aries full moon energy? Because I know the collective we did Monday started bringing out some of this. I mean, it's easy to do that. It's good to like kind of channel the Aries energy into being creative. It's pretty much what I've been doing. Either that or finding things to laugh at. Like, because I've been watching stuff that's just been making me laugh until I cry, and that's been like really good medicine for this. So we got a pick a card. Pick a card. Yeah, from what I've heard, that show is kind of ridiculous. Start picking out some decks while you guys are putting up pick a card or not. Random stuff in my box. Since this is a moon Astro. Hey, hon. How are you doing during this full moon right now? Let's see, I need maybe one more. What do I want? Let's do one more. Because we got a lot of moon. Everything's gonna be about the moon today. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the decks I'm gonna use for the pick a card, since it seems like pick a card. How about you? You want to pick a card instead? Aw, hun. Yeah, you being Scorpio with this water against that fire happening right now is probably causing you, like, I know when there was the Pisces full moon, I had the worst headache because my moon's Virgo, and that was like the worst I felt in a while, but that like directly opposes my moon, so things are doing pretty good. So I'm going to show you guys the decks. Of course, I've been really loving using these. I don't know how much you guys have been loving my little affirmation ones, but I've just become a little addicted to pulling the affirmations for you guys. But those are going to be the final ones as our affirmations. And then I want to use the Moonology. Why is this thing weird? It's like the closer you are, it doesn't want to do that. And then the Moon deck. This has a lot of beautiful art in it. And we're going to use the Black Moon astrology cards. Like I told you guys, I'm just going full moon theme today. And then we're going to do the Moonchild Tarot. So we're just going to have a whole lot of moon going on. Trying to figure out the order here. But yeah, just to talk about some stuff while I'm pulling this out with these astrology aspects. So we already know, and if for those who don't, a full moon occurs when the sun is directly opposing the moon at the exact degree, and the degree that's happening at is 9, which is the degree of my midheaven and my IC. So you guys can imagine how I'm feeling, since my midheaven and IC are Aries Libra. But wait, where did that card go? Oh, but so we have a direct opposition already. That's just what happens with full moon. So that's why it's such a powerful pull of energy, is because it's already feeling like this challenge to make us like want to step up and do something. That's why that energy really pulls at us a lot. And then we have conjunct this Aries moon Chiron, which is the wounded healer that can help everybody else and give great advice on how to heal and heal other people. But you can't see your own issues and help yourself. So it's like this lesson of learning how to heal yourself. So this conjunction with the moon is really like pushing, especially with the Aries energy. It's like a big push to dive deep and actually use your intuition and rely on that more than trying to make sense of what your wounds are. It's more like allowing your intuition to guide you towards healing. And I'm sorry for any loud noise that happens. If sirens go off, if you hear fire trucks, like we're still dealing with fires out here in Cali. So if you hear any of that going on, all this Mars energy, and we're going up in flames over here. But so with that, it's more like you need to rely more on your intuition about what you need to let go, as opposed to feeling like you need to find it from external sources. You really need to go within in order to understand what you need to release right now, because this full moon is really about release. Okay, my stuff, the card that comes out, believe in the impossible. But if we really use this moon right, we can get to the bottom of some really deep wounds that we have. Yeah, I'm in Cali. And trying to decide the order I want to do these. And you can go further back so I have some more room. So I want to get the energy first, and put you right here. Put you right here. And then I'll get those. Okay, that's how I want to do it. But then we also have this square coming from both the moon and Chiron, because they're together going to Jupiter right now. Now, Jupiter's in Capricorn. It is direct. It's the planet of expansion, spirituality. Aww. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend visiting right now with all this hectic ness happening, but maybe when it calms down. I'm in northern Cali, so I'm literally up where the stuff is happening. It's like less than an hour or so from me, so we get all the, like, we're always hoping it doesn't get here. I was able to see that apocalypse sky when it happened. I took pictures. I think it was last week or the week before. It was the day that Mars went retrograde. That's all I remember, because that was like the apocalypse sky, the day that Mars went retrograde. But with these two opposing Jupiter, and Jupiter being the planet of spirituality and expansion and luck, and it's also a planet, since it expands what we're learning, because it's higher learning too, and that can also be lessons. So with a square, it's almost like a challenge for us to step up. And do this emotional release and this emotional healing, and it's going to expand on that feeling. So it's going to feel a little restrictive, especially in Capricorn, because it's like you're being forced to do it, but it will bring a lot of blessings if you can overcome the challenge, because that's what this moon's trying to help you do, is release. It's like the first, because there's 2 full moons this month. This is the first full moon to kind of like trigger the rest of your releasing, and then the Taurus moon is going to, Taurus full moon on the 31st, is going to be like almost like this finality of you releasing what you realized you needed to that you couldn't at the beginning. And then we have this Mars retrograde right now in Aries also. And it is doing this lovely thing where it is squaring Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, all in Capricorn. Pluto's still in retrograde till Sunday, but both Saturn and Jupiter are direct. All these planets being in Capricorn about structure and really like making headway, it's almost like it's pushing us, I already talked about Jupiter, but it's pushing us into really transforming ourselves, our views, our views on authority, what we view as like our spirituality, our deepest feelings, our truth. And it's making us go in with this determination, but also, since Aries is like this pioneering energy, it's like starting what is you. It's like the I am this. It's like really coming into that energy. And if you can overcome like this feeling, because it's very tense, it can make you flare up, it can make you angry, it can make you have frustrations because you just feel like things are working against you while you're trying to like get ahead right now. If you can keep pushing through it, what will happen is you have that like phoenix rebirth kind of thing, like walking through the cleansing flames. And interestingly enough, like I was saying a little bit about this earlier, there is actually a trine between Mars retrograde and Venus right now, because Venus is still in Leo for a little bit. So at the time of this full moon, if there is anything with relationships that have been causing you a lot of issues, that have been bringing about a lot of irritation, a lot of anger, a lot of tension, it would be a good time to try to sit back and realize like any part you're taking in it, pull your emotions out of it for a little bit, and try to be more objective, because the energies of this Mars will make you kind of almost step back from jumping straight into what you want to see. But you have to be careful, because you could end up hurting people with your words too if you're not doing this, because with Venus and Leo, it's all about like your heart and being generous and not falling into the ego of the self-centered, everything needs to be on my terms, which can easily come from Aries pairing up with it. So if you're able to work with the energy of being generous and really wanting to work towards change in your relationships, this positive aspect will really help that. And Venus is also forming a positive aspect to Mercury, which is now in Scorpio. So this energy is almost like you can communicate about things that were probably too deep before, or maybe like you're able to talk more and put like these secrets in relationships to like come to light almost. And it won't be as hard, like you can talk more lovingly about it as opposed to being like scrutinizing if you use the energy right. It also makes it to where really deep connections can be formed on a spiritual and soul level. So if people are coming into your life right now under this aspect, more than likely they're coming in because it's like a divine timing type thing. So look for those kind of people as well, especially if you instantly connect and it just seems like a really deep connection. It's for a reason. Now, going to this very interesting thing that we have here with Uranus and Taurus. It's been doing all kinds of fun stuff in my chart. But right now it's deciding to do fun stuff with the moon, particularly the sun. So the sun's in Libra, like I was saying, it opposes the moon. This Uranus and Taurus here, exact degree that the sun's in with 9, is forming an inconjunct. Now this aspect is interesting because what this does is it makes it to where you can really use these energies to your advantage, but it kind of creates this weird push-pull at the same time because of how there's an earth energy working with an air energy. So it's like this grounding working with this kind of in the air energy. So using this unique unique aspect with Uranus, how the thinking's different, and especially with it in retrograde, it's trying to help us uproot anything that's not serving us right now and really find the value in things we actually care about, and more of like a humanity stance as opposed to being all me. And with that having this in conjunct to Libra, which is interesting because Libra is the sign of partnerships. It's the sign that's very Venusian. It's ruled by Venus. So having this conjunct with the sun, that represents our heart, because Leo rules the sun. It's like our heart, our generosity, what we really want to do. It's almost like this feeling of being able to ground what we really want to do if we allow this energy to work for us. And the exact degree makes it a lot stronger. So if you're really feeling this pull, like you know what you want to do, like that's what's happening, or if you're feeling like I know what I need to get out of my life and I need to get it out now, that's another reason. Especially with these squares. It could be why it feels a little tense, because you want to get it out now, but you have to do this work to get it out, especially with this retrograde, kind of like the Mars retrograde kind of pulling against the slow moving planets. So that can be a little frustrating, but just keep the frustration in check, be creative, get it out, because this Leo energy is a very creative, expressive energy as well. So definitely use that to get any frustration out instead of letting it come out in your talking. Now, Neptune is the last one I want to talk about. And it's being nice to us. It's the only thing that's really trying to give us any kind of breathing room with the 3 planets, because as I told you, everything is squaring it or opposing it or just doing something funky with it. But Neptune is actually forming a sextile to the 3. So it's almost like, since it's in retrograde and it's in its home of Pisces, what's happening is our dreams, what we really want, what we've been focusing on, like I was saying with Taurus, how things are, the Uranus Sun in conjunct, like how things are finally starting to come to light with things. Even though we're realizing where we fit in the world and in our partnerships and in our relationships, Neptune is helping us realize where we fit within ourselves. It's helping us do the deep dive and learn our spiritual essence. It's helping us pull away the veil and the confusion that's been over us for such a long time. And it's also going to help us really push our dreams into reality, because it's anchoring it in these planets that are in Capricorn, that are of new structure and transformation and expansion. It's like it's just really shoving it in there, like, you know what you want to do, take the energy and do it. So it's like trying to help with these challenging emotional aspects and kind of help grounding your dreams in those. So the squares are more emotional based, and if you keep that in mind, that when you're coming across challenges, if you can step back and be objective and try to refocus and come from a place where you're being loving not only with other people, but with yourself, it'll actually make the challenge a lot easier, because Neptune and Pisces are 12th house energy, which is pretty much right before the veil of the other realm, but also it's unconditional love. So being more in that energy with yourself and everyone around you, and with what you're trying to create in the world, is going to really help lessen the blow of all these emotions that are trying to come out at this full moon. So if you can go more into that and go more into self-care, it will definitely help you with dealing with the emotions that are coming up, with the draining feelings and being either tired or emotional, frustrated, irritated. Some people can even get really volatile and delusional if they're not doing this, because the energies will just completely be messing up all their structure, and they won't know why things are going the way they are, and feel like they're having extreme tower moments everywhere and not able to control anything. Right now isn't a time about trying to control things. It's about surrendering it and letting it go. What doesn't work for you, just let it go, and then the stuff that's going to work for you will have space to start working, because your mind isn't focused and your emotions aren't drained on this other stuff that's just taking up like muck in your space. But if anything, just be careful if you feel like expressing anything. Like, really listen to your intuition right now, because if you're wanting to talk about things that are very deep to you and very like deep in your soul, and it's about the change you want to make, it can be hard if people don't understand what you're talking about, and it can cause this feeling like you shouldn't go after it. Just be careful who you're sharing your dreams with, because you don't want to get knocked down for wanting to go after what you really want. But that is the synopsis of what's going on right now. So if you know your chart, you could definitely probably guess where some of this is hitting you. If not, Astro.com actually has where you can put in your information for free and just like kind of look at your chart. But looking at this stuff, I know where all my stuff is, and I'm just like, okay. But so I'm gonna go ahead and see what crystals I am pulled to for this pick a card. I feel like doing 4 piles for you guys. So let's see. And then after I pick the crystals, I'm gonna dig in my little box over here with everyone's name and pull out the winner. And then I'll find a way to stick the winner's name somewhere around here so it doesn't like fall away or something. But let's see. So that's subtle. What wants to come out? Okay. Well, you guys know it's a heart. That's orange or peach selenite. I keep staring at this one. This is a little strawberry quartz fox. Oh, these sparkles. We'll do the rose quartz unicorn. I don't know why I'm being drawn to shapes today. We're just going to go with it. And we're just going to take the little dolphin and put it right here. Little opalite dolphin. There we go. So we have orange or peach selenite. It kind of goes between both names. And then strawberry quartz fox and rose quartz unicorn and the opalite dolphin. So since we have those, let's see who's gonna win. Just so you guys know, it's mixed very well. Okay. So, cinnamon means stop. It's the winner of the Astro, the astrology 1 hour astrology chart reading with me. So, nice name. So let's find out where we're gonna stick you. Well, can you sit? Maybe sit somewhere. No. How about this? There. Or not. This does not want to stay. There. There's our winner. So, now that we have our winner, and I'll be posting that on all of my stuff as well later, I'm going to go ahead let you guys choose. Do you want me to do the singing triangle also while you guys are choosing? Okay. Okay, so, like usually I will read the meanings of these crystals after the piles. So let's go ahead and get started. With our heart. So, first I'm going to pull from our Black Moon deck for our orange hearts and see what energies of this full moon are really affecting our orange selenites. Where's that main energy coming from that's affecting the orange selenites? Oh, well, Saturn coming out with truth. Seems like being forced into your truth right now is really big energy for this pile. So this Leo energy right here, I'll scoot it back up. Okay, thanks being a butthead. Stop. Just stay there. But that Venus and Leo energy is definitely coming through for you guys. Cancer energy, I know there's nothing in Cancer right now, but if you have Cancer in your chart, the Aries placements are actually squaring those. And like I was saying with feelings, those are going to be the main things that we're having to watch out for when going through this and how we're channeling them. Now, for this pile, since the Saturn truth is reversed, it's gonna be hard for you guys. I feel like not just with the aspect of Saturn itself forcing your truth by bringing in this new structure, but also with the fact that Mercury is in Scorpio, and it's really forcing this feeling of needing to communicate what you really feel with this, but it's almost like you're having that struggle with really letting go and doing it, because Scorpio has that energy of really wanting to keep it down when this isn't what this aspect is asking of you. It's asking for you to really release and let go of these things that are restricting you. And what's going to help you guys is this Venus energy, because it's really about, like I was saying, you need to have love for yourself and love for others, and have that open, generous nature as well. So the way for you guys to deal with this energy, with the emotions wanting to boil to the surface and come out in ways that aren't conducive, especially with this green here, with the heart chakra. If you're having heart chakra blockages, the best way to deal with this is to allow yourself love and allow yourself to love others as they are. Don't have expectations, because expectations a lot of times are what cause us to have this pent-up regret and frustration and just so many things that don't allow us to really express ourselves, because we're so caught up in what we feel should be happening as opposed to the moment and what is happening. So the next ones I want to pull for you guys are from the Moon deck, and with these I want to see, my goodness, they can sweep loud, just saying. But with these I want to see, for those of you that like doing full moon either intentions or even full moon rituals. This moon is also really about releasing, so even if you don't do those, just acknowledging what you need to release right now is important. So it's pretty much what you can use this moon's potent energy for yourself that would be most beneficial. Since we already know the energies you guys are being most affected by. So the first one, which is kind of interesting because the moon is like a fiery red in this picture, like the Aries moon. But I unleash my wildness and choose to be free, which is literally what this is saying. Like, let you out, but not in the way that is negative or mean, but in the way where you're actually being honest with yourself and not allowing others to tell you who or what you should be. But this is what I was just telling you guys, and this is reversed. This is a time of surrender. You can't sit here and try to force things. If you are forcing things, you're going to start getting this agitation. You're not going to feel like things are going your way, because you're not supposed to be forcing things right now. You're supposed to be surrendering them and releasing them. You're not supposed to be trying to create what you feel is the right thing. It's going to block you. So don't be in the mindset where you're like, there's a reason I'm holding on to this. Okay, so this pile, I think, is my stubborn pile, because we have this reversed about integrating everything you've gathered or learned. Now, the only way you're going to heal and actually be able to express yourself and come out of this, I'm hearing cave, come out of this feeling that you're stuck in this dark place and you can't really express yourself, from whether it's fear or just a deep-seated thing you've had for such a long time, you need to be able to surrender this feeling, so that way you can actually learn from what has been given to you, as opposed to looking at it like you won't even want to face it right now. Like, I think this group is actually majorly dealing with some shadow work about releasing things. Guys, so inner compass knows the way here, reversed, and you're not trusting your intuition. You really need to focus on this energy about just letting your true self out, because you're suppressing your intuition. You're not integrating any lessons you're learning, and you're refusing to surrender. You need to be doing all of these things during this moon, so that way you can be free of it. Like, this moon is supposed to be freeing for you. This is what you're supposed to use the moon for, is to free yourself of this energy. So I'm going to pull some tarot from the Moonchild tarot deck here. And we're going to look at opportunities and blessings that are going to come from this moon if you do what is needed here. And sometimes things will come out in here about what will happen if you're not doing it. So if they feel like you need to hear what's not going to happen, they're going to tell you that too. So, first card out, Hermit reverse, and immediately I'm feeling like how you guys are having trouble expressing yourselves. You need to find those you trust, because you've been in this, probably why I saw cave, or heard cave, or however cave came to me, I can't remember. But it's almost like you've been in this reclusive state for so long that it's almost hard for you to step out and allow people to see. Like, even if you've been talking to people, it's not like you've necessarily been expressing how you really feel. And you need to have people you can talk to, that you can trust, so that you can start moving forward. Like, you're very stuck right now, and you're going to stay stuck if you can't pull yourself out and using this energy. See right here, Knight of Swords, this is like, use your words. And a blessing here is you being able to express your truth, like you actually being able to express yourself. And this card literally just decided it wanted to jump out. But scoot a little bit stuff over here. I'm just going to scoot because there's still a card. Scoot, scoot. Maybe scoot you a little bit. But this is a blessing here with you being able to kind of step out and really start talking about things. It's going to be hard for you, and it might come across as a little harsh at first because you're not used to really saying what you feel, and plus it makes you feel vulnerable, so it might not come across in a way that's understood well at first. It can make you feel like you're still kind of like stuck and things aren't happening and cause the frustration. But at the same time, in doing this, you're gaining the advantage over the fear. So you need to be able to step into knowing that this is okay. Like, this feeling of vulnerability is okay. Like, it's a strength to have this. And also, with this Wands energy, it's spiritual. It's going to help you open up that connection that you've really shut down by not allowing this out. That intuition and everything is going to be able to start coming through. So let's see what the last one is here. Okay, so this is literally like a lot of stuff for you guys. Like, coming out and gaining this is going to help you step out of this feeling where it's almost like, it's not like you're pouring your cup empty. It's going to help you step out of the feeling that you have no one to share the cup with that you can trust. I feel like this pile is a very vulnerable, possibly a pile that's been hurt a lot. And it's made you step back from really showing your real self, and that's what all of this energy is calling for, is literally for you to step up and show your real self and release the things that are keeping you from doing that. So you'll be able to overcome the feeling of not having this love that you really have within yourself reciprocated by anyone, because you're going to be able to open up and be vulnerable and actually express yourself, and it'll help you understand yourself better than you really are. Because what's interesting about this Seven of Wands is it's not like this person's fighting anybody. The wands are over here, but they're like up on this like mountain holding up like this light. So it's almost like this signal that I'm finally understanding what's going on, and I'm finding my light, and I'm glad that I can express it with people, because instead of feeling all closed off like you can't do that, it's going to help you open up and be more vulnerable and more loving, and your healing is closed off with you not wanting to come out and show this. And once you do, you're going to start your healing process. It's just taking this first step, which is going to be a big step for you guys because you're not used to being vulnerable. So let's see. Oh, I didn't even say what I wanted to see yet. Well, we're just going to see. This last one with the moon is just we're going to see. Because they're, oh my goodness. Okay, calm down. Jeez. I guess I will just be reading what these say and give you the message from them, since they don't even want a question. They just want to come out and yell at me. Okay. freaking calm down here. Oh my. Okay, this one keeps poking the crap out of me. Full moon in Taurus. It's not here yet. Calm down. We still got another full moon, even if this one doesn't clear out everything. Full moon Aries. Okay, this is okay. We are one more. Okay, and we got some more Cancer energy. So interesting. Freaking jump of energy for these. I don't even have a thing for the moons, so at the end when I pull moons, it's just going to be whatever comes out for moons with these pick a cards. The first thing we have here is new moon in Taurus. Now, the new moon in Taurus is not going to be happening until we get into, no, there isn't going to be a new moon in Taurus. It's going to be a new moon in Scorpio. But, there's two Taurus energies here, and they're both reversed. And I really think this is calling to, before I even read the cards, that this energy is not here yet. It is coming, this energy. So I'll read the cards in a second. I'm just going to tell you guys what I'm feeling right now. With this being reversed, it's almost like it's trying to tell you that whatever you're doing right now is the beginning, just like how Aries is the beginning of the zodiac, like it's the first beginning, starting energy. It's like the gate opens and you're going through it. So the same, like I was saying, fiery climax approaches. This full moon Aries, we're having it right now at this moment. It's already started. This is upright, like this is the energy of now. We cannot be focused on the energy that's to come. This is a whole month, like the 31st away. So I'm going to go ahead and read what they say. We have prosperity lies ahead and your dreams need a practical plan. So, for one, quit thinking like you don't have anything at all. Okay, like I was saying, we're not here yet. So, being in this energy, feeling like you aren't worthy of it, that you don't have it, that you can't have your dreams. It's like right now, just realizing that you have dreams is very important. Starting to acknowledge them and be honest with yourself is very important, because right here we have, it's like your commitment is being tested, but it's reversed. And what that's making me feel like is you may feel like everything is like a punishment right now, and it really isn't. What's happening is you're going through a big learning phase. You're being pulled out of your shell. It's like I have another Cancer thing over here, and it's saying you and your loved ones are safe. So no matter what energy you're feeling right now, if you're having problems with family, if you're having issues with, things that are going on globally, it's like there's this reassuring protective energy over this orange selenite pile. And you just have to realize that this is starting right now, but you're safe. It's just now starting, but everything's safe. It feels really wacky and it feels really weird, but you just need to step back and realize what needs to happen is going internal and actually pulling your dreams out of you and being honest with yourself first, so that you can be honest with people you trust. And right here we also have be bold and make the first move reversed. So with this, it's like this Aries energy is really trying to make us jump. If you are not jumping, you're holding yourself back out of fear. And it's because you don't feel like you have what it takes, or that you're not worth it, or that you just feel like it's not going to happen. And harness this energy of knowing that you're surrounded by a protective love, as well as this determined energy to really go for it and at least start it. Because like I said, everything doesn't need to happen right now, because this energy is like at the end of the month. So right now it's more about at least starting the release and the opening. Take your baby steps, because Aries is the baby of the zodiac also. It's like that very beginning impulsive energy. It's like that little toddler that's coming out and throwing a fit. But it can also be very loving and want to be around you a lot. So it's like being in the energy of, oh, I'm sorry, Anne. Well, you woke up from a full moon dream, so that's interesting. But if it was shitty, probably should write it down though, because it was probably some stuff you need to work on with this release. But definitely, with what this is saying, focus on the now and know everything's okay, and just start coming out of your shell. Because with this going on here, when we have the Libra new moon, it's gonna turn more towards a focus of others and partnerships as opposed to you. Right now, this is a you focus. So really come into this feeling of going internal, learning to pull this out, pull the truth out, so you can actually start trusting your intuition again, and start learning that it's okay to be vulnerable, so that way you can open up and share these feelings with people you trust. Because with that positive aspect with Mercury and Venus right now, those soul people are trying to come in, and you're going to be clicking with them pretty instantly. So don't feel like it's not going to happen if they're not there yet. This means that you need to be doing the internal work to pull this out. So let's go ahead and get our little affirmations for my orange selenite pile. Okay, lessons. I look for opportunity in life's challenges via my dreams, and I learn the lessons. This is what I was telling you guys, is this isn't a punishment. These are lessons. This is teaching you how to come out of your shell and be more vulnerable. Then we have trust. I believe that whatever is happening to me right now is part of the greater plan. Like I was saying, you guys need to surrender. Quit trying to be in control of everything. Just trust it and let it go. And what's supposed to be there is going to come out of this. Intuition. Through my subconscious, I trust my inner wisdom and intuition. But, you guys, this is why I'm starting to like these affirmation cards, because it's like it's just summing up what I'm talking about. But the one in the very back left, Anne? I was saying, are you talking about the one back there and the back left corner? Is that the one you're talking about, egg shape? Okay, so that one back there is dendritic agate, also known as tree agate. And I can read that one for you after I read this orange selenite. So the crystal for this pile, this is orange selenite. It works to connect us to the earth and moon energies and cleanses the sacral chakra. It helps boost self-esteem, greater sense of well-being, adds a dose of creativity. It helps keep up morale. It helps one to feel safe and secure, especially at night. It's for good luck and protection. And it also has all the properties of selenite. And selenite is like the white selenite. It's known as the angel crystal, so it connects you to like the higher realms, your guides. It's good for protection, cleansing. It's a self-cleansing crystal, so it cleanses itself as well as any energies around it as well. So it's not one of those you really have to do all kinds of special stuff with. That's why I have so much of it. But it has a lot of really great properties. It brings deep peace and a sense of tranquility, mental clarity, clearing confusion. It reveals the bigger picture with any problem. It can be okay. Oh, and the sign it's related to is Taurus. Interesting. But especially with all this weight for the Taurus energy over here. But let me look at that dendritic agate for you, and since you were pulled over there. So dendritic agate is known as the stone of plenitude. It's associated with abundance, prosperity, and growth, not just monetarily, but in every aspect of one's life. It enhances self-confidence and perseverance, as well as transforming negative energies into positive energies. And that was, it's actually both of these pieces back here. I know you can't see, maybe put it this way. Both of those pieces back there, both the heart and, as Anne called it, the egg shape. Those are both dendritic agate. So let's go ahead and move on to my strawberry quartz fox pile. And if you guys are pulled to any crystals, let me know, because that's a good exercise of intuition too. Okay, so now we're going to swap for the little fox. Okay, so as with our last pile, we're going to start with the Black Moon Astrology here, and we're going to see which energies of this full moon are affecting our strawberry quartz pile the most. Okay, poking the... Which one is poking? Okay. The orange one, that one's orange selenite. Well, dang, guys, just popping. That makes me think of what I was talking about with the in conjunction with Uranus and the Sun right now. The Taurus and Libra, with this destiny popping out here. This group might have a lot more, this is more of a spiritual group, it seems like, right now. And you guys have some blocks you need to open up to be able to get there. So for the strawberry quartz, immediately you have Yod coming out, which is also known as the finger of God. It's almost like, in your chart, it looks like a green arrow pointing directly at one planet. It's not everyone has one, but basically the meaning behind Yod is like, you are, in this lifetime, you are going to be pushed towards this thing, and you're going to do it. It's just how it's going to go. It might be one thing in your life and then it's done. It's not like something necessarily that you're doing for the rest of your life. For some people it is. It depends on what your Yod is telling you in your chart. Now, for you guys, this is saying destiny, but you have this fight going on here with the Scorpio and Leo energy, which is interesting because they actually had a positive aspect between each other right now. But it's like you're fighting this energy, you're fighting letting out this transformation, this like, it's like having the confidence and the grounding energy that you need with both the solar plexus and the root chakra to really allow yourself the full transformation. It's almost like you're scared almost to really step into it when it's right there in your face and it's like, come on, just let it happen, and you're being pushed, and it's like this, it's literally like the in conjunct that I was telling you about, that push-pull. It's like saying, you know what you want to do, but it's like, do you really want to do it? Like, am I grounded enough to do this? Because I feel like, you know, my mind's all over the place. It's like, it's a very confusing energy, because it's like, you don't know if your intuition is talking, or just, you know, some random side of your ego where you're feeling full of yourself. So you're really confused with this energy, but you're really being pushed right now to go through the flames and purge and just let this go and find your grounding energy and your security and your confidence, so that way you can move forward with this. So let's go ahead and see, like for the other pile, what intentions with this moon, if you do rituals, or what you need to do to benefit from this full moon energy. Just however you use the moon, what is going to be most beneficial. Yes, what I was talking about with transits. I love myself completely and unconditionally. And Leo's, Venus is in Leo, that loving partnership planet. Like, you guys really, in order to build your confidence, need to have that unconditional love for yourself, and use that Neptune transit that I was telling you about to really help yourself create a foundation of love. Yeah, they're going to come for you. They ain't going to play. And you guys are going to be getting, see, don't ignore your dreams, because you might be feeling like it's just dreams, but it's your intuition trying to come through, because it's saying your dreams reveal the magic and that anything's possible. So it's actually trying to give you the tools you need to step out of this funk right here and ground yourself and find your confidence and this love for yourself. Okay, you guys are being called out with saying be conscious of what you're eating, because you're not. Because conscious eating nourishes me. Don't put stuff in your body that is draining your energy, because right now you need the energy to go through this purge and this transformation. Because if you're conscious of what you're eating, if you're in the moment also and you're enjoying what you're eating, it also brings another feeling to what you're doing, instead of it just being an autonomous like type thing where it's like, I'm just eating because I need substance. And it's like, it's a lot different when you're enjoying what you're eating. And then guys, this transformation, like, they're really coming for you. I have unlimited potential and claim my purpose. All I need is within me. This is like a major call out here, because you guys are not acknowledging this. It's like, it's telling you with this freaking yod, claim your purpose, claim this, and it's like, it's showing you you're just not doing it. It's like they're really saying, like, love yourself enough to take care of yourself and realize you're worthy of what you want to do, which is literally what this transit's about. Like, know what you want to do and treat yourself like you're worthy of it. So let's see, for you guys, since this seems to be the pile that's getting called out like it's no one's business, let's see for you guys what blessings or challenges are coming through, depending on what you're doing with this energy. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so first one out, definitely a blessing, is feeling completely, like I was saying, this Aries moon is about you. It's not about the stuff in between yet. Like, this Libra new moon is going to be more about your partnerships and your relationships with other people. Right now, it's more about like your relationship with yourself, and a big blessing that this is going to bring if you work with this energy, which goes right back to the solar plexus and the root chakra. You're going to be creating this stabilizing feeling for yourself and this gratitude for everything that's around you by being in the moment and realizing that you have everything you need with you. You become your security and you become your abundance, and then you start bringing that in because you're starting to finally follow your path. Guys, no, bad. This bad. This, your guides are wanting to spank you because you're ignoring the work you need to be doing right now. This is literally shadow work and it's reversed. If you guys, no, you're going to get bit. You need to like use this moon and be doing what you're supposed to. That is, that's a big no-no right now. There's a big thing of shadow work is released, and this moon is calling for it, and if you guys aren't doing it, it's going to bite you in the butt. Like, you at least need to be starting this. Like, you need to be showing some good faith. Yeah, and another good thing with this, with the Seven of Cups reversed, like I was saying with Neptune, it's like pulling away like the veil, and you're finally able to see things for what they are, and you're able to see true opportunity. And with how she's looking at this, it's like, if you actually do the work instead of putting it off, like how they're hinting here, if you do the work, it's going to start pulling in these opportunities over here that are actual real opportunities. They're not ones that you have to worry about, like, is this real? Is this going to fall away? It's like you're going to see the truth in a lot of situations. It's like, literally, they just want you to do the work so that this stuff can come in, because you're only putting it off because you're not loving yourself enough. And the Empress energy. Guys, this pile's getting called out. It's like, look at what you're going to get if you just do what you need to. Like, the freaking Empress, this beautiful, fruitful, abundant energy. And if you look at this card, the way she's holding this light in her hand, it's like, and plus she's holding her hand up like this, it's like, I am not taking any bullshit. Like, back off, I have my light, I have what I need. They're trying to get you. But seriously, it's like this energy is knowing like who you want in your space, like you taking care of yourself. You're saying like you keep that mess over there because I have what I have right here and I'm working on myself. I'm learning from my past and I'm bringing that into my future, but I'm present right now. And this is kind of a warning here, especially with how they've been talking to you guys. Here, I'll type it in chat for you so you can have the spelling. There you go. It's also known as tree agate as well. But, you're welcome, hun. With this Five of Pentacles here. Because if you notice, this Nine of Pentacles, like you do in the work, you get the Nine of Pentacles, you become your security. If you're not doing the work, you're the problem. No one's shutting you out. You're shutting yourself out. You're the one scattering all your stuff somewhere and sitting naked on a hill in the moon and not really doing anything, but at least you're kind of showing the part, like, hey, I'm naked in the moonlight, but it's like you're not actually doing the work. So it's coming out as this, like, you're just scattering your abundance somewhere else and you're not even taking accountability for it. And this is like what you're doing physically, especially if you're not taking care of yourself. If you're doing these things, like, I'm sorry, whoever chose this pile, your guides are harsh, but they aren't really holding back on this pile. They're probably been pushing you guys for a while, but this is like your stepping stone, using this energy to quit wallowing in like, oh, like, you know, it's not going to happen for me, and, you know, I'm not going to have enough and all this stuff, and to use it to start stepping into dancing and like, oh, I got everything, this is great. And it's like, all it's going to take is you loving yourself enough to start doing the work of like the grounding and the working on healing your confidence and actually taking more care of your body like it is a temple. Because when you do that, it's like the whole thing kind of goes together. And this is coming from someone that keeps telling themselves they need to do a spa day for themselves. Not like going out doing it, because I can't do that here in California, but like just my own personal little thing that I want to do for myself because of the work and stuff I've been doing. And plus the non-stop family get-togethers and stuff. It's just like, whew, I need a break because we're having another family get-together tomorrow. But anyways, back to this. You guys are being told rather harshly to get your shit together because they ain't playing no more. They've been sending you more than enough to get the ball rolling. And now you have this energy of this Aries moon, which some of you might be feeling that you have energy now because they're like, yeah, here, take it, go do something with it. So let's see what moon cards they throw at you guys, since that seems to be the theme of the moon cards today, is them just, oh gosh, this is going to happen for every time I shuffle this deck probably today, is just this moon energy. Oh my. Yeah, they're coming for you guys. Like, there's no holding back in this pile. Oh, what's the secret? Wow, they are coming for you guys. Something fierce right now. This is not even playing right now. Okay. So you get called out a whole lot, and then you get told in the end what to do. I mean, all of this is what you should do, which is why you're getting called out, but... Okay. I'm trying to make it work with my little dolphin. Okay. So, first one out. Don't let your past hold you back. Hey, Kat. But I'm doing the pick a cards right now, so if you want to, the last two I have are my Rose Quartz Unicorn and my Opalite Dolphin, but I did Orange Selenite, and I'm finishing up Strawberry Quartz Fox, which their guides, whoever chooses Strawberry Quartz Fox, your guides are yelling at you something kind of crazy right now. But first one, don't let your past hold you back, and it's reversed. So they're literally saying, yes, you're doing this right now. You are letting your past hold you back, and they're annoyed. Obviously, they've said it multiple times here. And then we also have meditate and contemplate reversed, which they're calling you out, saying, you have not been doing this. You haven't been thinking on the stuff you need to do. You've been putting it off, and plus you've not been taking time for yourself to even ground, which is calling out this root chakra thing right here. And then it's time to release negativity is reversed. And that one is also, this is like a major call out to you guys, because the shadow work is releasing negativity. The full moon that they want you to do today is releasing negativity. It's wanting you to release this victim mindset that, you know, nothing's happening for me, because then you have this upright one here that nothing is set in stone. And this person is literally sitting all up here on these stones by themselves, casting everything away naked, saying, like, you know, everyone's leaving me alone, and I don't have any help, and I can't do anything. And it's like they're trying to tell you, no, that's not true. Like, you need to get your shit together, because you're not holding true to what you want to do. You're not holding true to your vision, to your dreams, which that yod keeps coming up in everything. It's like, you need to do this. You need to show the world the real you. Like, literally, it ends. Show the world the real you. They're so annoying. Like, this is like a lot of energy of just saying, like, just get up and do it and quit making excuses. Like, this is like a big energy here, because there's so much good stuff that wants to come in. It's like, just take care of your body and take time for yourself and really go in and start releasing this stuff, instead of holding on to the negative stuff and hold on to the stuff that you really want to do. And realize that you have everything you need, that you have really great potential, and you need to show that to everybody, not just like, you know, act like you're like being left out in the cold, because that's something you're putting on yourself. So, let's see. I mean, these are affirmations. They can't be too mean with affirmations, right? Because this is supposed to be what you guys can use to, like, you know, work with it. I mean, you guys are getting put through the ringer with this. Of course, I'm going to read what Strawberry Quartz is after this, too. Okay, so support. I surround myself with those who support my vision and share my values. You guys are being told that you need to surround yourself with good people and quit pulling people around you that aren't for your benefit right now. I know, even the affirmation, they're making me, my goodness, that it's almost like some of the negativity that needs to be released is certain people, because they're holding you back and making you feel like you don't have the potential for anything. Dang, that card just jumped out. Then we have flow. I now open myself to inspiration and watch creativity flow through me. Creativity gets blocked off with those lower chakras, guys. It majorly gets blocked off, and it feels really weird when you're trying to come from a space, especially in this Aries energy, when you need outlets. If you're blocked and you can't flow with it, it's going to make you do some really weird shit, and it's not going to feel like you. Surrender. I surrender the old limiting beliefs. I awaken and am reborn into limitless possibilities. And look, it's going to be sitting right on top of the card of the naked chick. So you need to surrender this belief right here. It's no one else's fault. They really keep saying this. It's no one else's fault but yours. right now. Like, this, what you're putting on yourself, you could be walking through this and taking care of yourself and being really beautiful energy right now, and just like dropping it and going through the purge, going through the fire, do the transformation you need to do, and actually show up and show you. Because all these things, if you feel like things are not going to change, they're really telling you nothing is set in stone. You are the one that's changing this. Like, find the real people for you, which are coming in with this positive aspect, like I was telling you guys. Like, you literally have the positive aspect up there that's yelling about your root chakra and your solar plexus. But work on these things so this can come into your life and you can start creating the security you need. Because if you're putting this off, if this new moon Libra comes around and you still haven't done this, these people are not going to be coming in for you, and you're probably still going to be attracting this old because you haven't surrendered it. So take the step and walk through, so that way you can actually start pulling in not only what's good for you, because like they literally told you, like, you need to love yourself. Like, that was that card over there. Like, you need to start giving yourself some love. But they're telling you to love and surrender. And by surrendering, you're going with the flow, and that just makes everything keep going. So, with strawberry quartz, so it makes you feel calm by filling your mind with loving energy. It's one of the most important healing stones. It will purify negative energy, and it helps bring you back to the right way of thinking, like the right mental condition. It helps with negative energy, like releasing it, like releasing fear and anxiety, like this place has been calling you out for the entire time. It helps with feeling stronger and bright and positive instead. And it helps remove discomfort and change it into good energy, like vitality. So it gives you the energy that they're saying you're going to have if you start taking care of yourself. The unicorn one is rose quartz, and that's actually one of the piles. So if you're drawn to that, that's the next pile. So that's going to probably be your pile then. It helps you get connected to your guides, which it seems like they're coming through pretty strong here. It helps set a clear goal for your life and helps with self-confidence. There's that solar plexus and that yod right there. It helps you achieve dreams and goals. Like, okay, this, even the stone's calling you out. It helps awaken subconscious mind and broaden horizons, and it helps with bringing in good ideas or connecting you to your instincts as well. And it's also good if you work in a fast-paced environment because it's very soothing and calming. And this goes with the Leo energy too. Intentions of love, gratitude, generosity, and it helps you kind of put those intentions outward as well. And it helps when you're trying to attract a soulmate. What was I saying about the connection between Mercury and Venus? It's like those are soul connections coming in. So that this could probably be why they're a little irritated with you guys, is they're really trying to bring in a whole lot of stuff, and they're like, guys, come on, you're taking your sweet time here doing this work that we want you to do. You have no excuse now. This was a major call out pile. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a rush of energy too, so if these are probably a lot of people's guides coming through that all have the same energy. But definitely use strawberry quartzes. They're saying no excuse. No excuse for you at all. So, moving on to the rose quartz. Just switch you a little bit. Yeah, if you need to rewatch it, definitely I would say do so. I know there's some people that when they watch, they actually take notes because they feel like they're getting yelled at. Don't freak out, I'm just switching the light, guys. But yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me, especially when I talk about different astrological things as well, that they take notes too, which I'm completely fine with, and I like answering questions if you have them. So definitely, if you have questions, or like how Anne was pulled to the dendritic agate, if you're pulled to something, let me know so I can tell you, because a lot of times that's your intuition or your guides coming through saying, you know, you're not paying attention to something and you need to listen. So we are going to move on to my rose quartz unicorns and see what comes through for you guys. So first, let's see what planetary energies are affecting you guys the most right now during this full moon. You guys are up in your feels, which is kind of ironic because I was already thinking there's probably going to be some love stuff coming out with this rose quartz. Whew! You guys are being, I don't know if some of you are actually Cancers and you're being hit with this Mars retrograde pretty heavy. That one is like, hey, I need to go. Ooh! Okay then. So first thing I'm going to say is there is a lot of root chakra and heart chakra energy in this reading, which makes sense with this rose quartz here. With the Cancer, I feel, and it being upright, it's like this, you're open. Your emotions are open for people to see, and more than likely, some of them might not have been coming out too tastefully, as you would like, especially having Jupiter here, and Mars retrograde is actually squaring Jupiter right now. And this challenge is going to be hard for you guys because it's challenging you to really rein in your emotions that you're feeling while you're going through all of this change. You need to turn your emotions towards being determined and being kind to yourself as well as those around you, and also going inward and being able to understand where this challenge is coming from. Like, what is it you need to uproot and expand on it, because Jupiter has this really expansive energy and it wants to bring in this abundance, but you really have to be able to dive in and not let your emotions take over what you guys need to learn from this. Because when you start letting the Mars take over your emotions, you're not going to learn from this because if you can see this lightning striking through here, it's almost reminding me of like a tower kind of moment. You might feel like things are being kind of pulled away, but they're being pulled away for a reason. So step back and be objective. Don't let your emotions that you're expressing, because it's not like the other group where you're having trouble expressing. You guys are expressing. And some of you might be expressing loudly. But you guys need to learn to rein that in and transform it into more constructive energy, and that happens with the grounding with the root chakra and the healing of the heart chakra, because when you're grounded and you're secure, you have more control over what flies out of your mouth, because it's almost like you have this feeling that no one can shake your peace when you're grounded. So no matter what happens, it's like you know that you are your safety. You're your harbor that you can come home to. And when your heart chakra is open and healing, it's almost like it's easier for you to love yourself and be able to accept what others are going through as well, instead of judging it. And that's that unconditional love that comes from that Neptune energy. So let's see. For my rose quartz unicorns, what you guys need to be doing, whether it's intentions, if you like doing rituals, or just working with the energy of this full moon, what should you guys be doing? First thing out, I honor the natural process of growth and transformation, and it's reversed. You guys are not honoring this. It's like I was saying, you feel like it's a tower moment. It's not okay. You aren't happy with what this is bringing you, and you're expressing it. You need to open up and heal these things and ground yourself, so that way this energy doesn't shake you as bad as it is. It's almost like the energy is taking over you as opposed to you being in control. And then I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. This is the thing I was telling you about, like, in order to feel secure and like you have that safe harbor, you need to have that grounded control, because the creation comes from this too. And you trying to create what you want out of your future, out of your current moment, comes from you being able to ground your energy and channel it into positive ways of expression. So one thing that's coming up with this moon, you can definitely, if you don't have it already, focus on bringing in your soul connections, like I was saying with the positive aspect with Mercury and Venus right now. You can definitely bring in the soul connections, if that's like releasing the old connections that aren't serving you. You can bring in this loving, supportive community, because they're already out there. They're actively doing what they need to do. And this right here, I allow stillness to heal and reveal. Like, I don't know just how much you guys have been letting your emotions run things, but you really need to still them, you need to calm them, and you need to ground them. Because once you do that, it allows the healing, it's going to allow the calmness to come, and it's going to allow you to be able to see things more clearly. And what's interesting in this picture is the moon is pictured as almost like a halo around her head, like her crown chakra. So once you are actually able to be still, you're probably going to get a lot more guidance that's going to help you move through these processes that have been really hard for you. So just stepping into stillness right now with this moon is very important for you guys, because of all the energy you've been feeling. Like, this is like really revved up energy. And if you haven't been expressing it, like, please start grounding yourself before you explode. So let's see the opportunities and challenges that are going to come with you either working with this moon's energy or just deciding I don't want to do diddly squat. Can't do it for real now. Yeah, you got a pretty nice call out, Ruby. Have fun. And it's good to start it, especially today. It is the full moon today. It's happening right now. So go ahead and get on it. Oh, nice. So this community that's being brought in, part of it, like, these are some deep soul connections. Because this Two of Cups coming out here, okay. Those just flipped right out. So like I was saying, this Two of Cups here is going back into the community that you can pull in right now. And it's like really deep, beautiful soul connections, like that instant click where everything just makes sense and you know you can express yourself. But the thing is, having to deal with this energy right here, and this is mental, which for you guys, a lot of these things coming up is you needing to just take control of what's going on and switching it, because having this Ace of Swords, it's like being able to step out of this energy. It's almost like this mental conflict almost, where it's like, how can I put this? It's like almost feeling like things get taken away when you're too vulnerable, or like you gotta keep your wall up. So things not seeming like they're making sense. Also, like you're giving too much and not getting back the reciprocated thing. But you have to realize this is a lot of jumbled mental stuff going on right now, and you can't bring anything in except for like this dead looking, like if you're looking at this picture compared to these ones around it, it's like very devoid of color. Like it's very lifeless almost, and it's like you're creating this barren kind of wasteland feeling in your mind, like there's nothing. And in reality, what this is trying to bring you, if you're working with this energy and you're doing this work, is it's trying to bring people in, it's trying to bring truth in, it's trying to allow you to express your truth. And it's almost like all these blossoms up around this, it's like all this new coming in, as well as all this water over here with all this healing. And this right here, which is interesting, is like you not doing anything and staying in this space it's like a choice, and they're trying to tell you that like you really need to be able to just let go and come to that place where you're inviting in and feeling like you're worthy of receiving, because this right here is this recognition. It's very beautiful. It's like stepping into your power and knowing, and others recognizing it, because it also has the spirituality of the wands in it. So instead of having this mentality that everything is just kind of a waste, you move on into this feeling of release, of like you're not which your guides are surrounding you pretty heavy because they're trying to bring you this message. But it's like being surrounded by this release of knowing, because other people are telling you. It's not like just you, that you're doing a really good job. It's like they're really proud of you for what you're doing, for coming out of these situations that really closed you off or made you like express yourself in ways that they knew wasn't true to you. But you're also able to release the people that are causing this kind of feeling where you're fighting with yourself constantly and doubting yourself and your worth. You have everything you need. And once you realize that and start incorporating it and start learning to still the emotions that keep rising up and trying to take over every situation, you're going to be able to more comfortably stand in your truth and be more comfortable in accepting what comes your way instead of feeling like icky about it. Because if you feel like you don't deserve what comes to you, it almost makes you feel really like you're taking advantage, when in reality you're not. You're just getting what is meant to be given to you. So let's see what these moon cards want to throw out at you guys like the other ones. So the first one out is nothing will come of the situation. And it being reversed is really speaking of you guys need to get out of the mindset that whatever work that you put in isn't going to amount to anything, like it isn't going to really have any impact, because it will, and they're really wanting you to understand that. And also feeling like nothing, it's almost feeling like it never happens for me, it never works out, like what I do doesn't work out, and getting frustrated. And they're just wanting you to kind of step back, especially since Mercury, which rules Gemini, is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about getting some answers. This is saying the answers are coming. So if you feel like you've been in the dark and like stuff just hasn't been working out and you don't understand why, you're going to start getting answers. Because I'm dead. Oh my goodness. But that's one way to put it. But the answers are coming, and it's going to help you understand why you always felt like these things just weren't working out. And you're still going to have to be doing some work. Like, this is going to be work here, especially if you've been having all these issues, because this end of a tough cycle approaching over here, but it's reversed. It's saying not quite yet. You still got to do some work here, and it's going to be tough because, you know, you got to learn to rein in your stuff and start doing it. And this is basically saying you need to quit feeling like you're not worthy of your dreams. Like, it's pretty much like this other stuff, like you're feeling like no matter what you do, nothing is going to happen. Things just don't work out for me. It's like, just because it's like tough and it's not like letting up, it's trying to build you towards what you're doing. It's not trying to say, no, you can't have it. It's trying to break the habits that are keeping you from getting it. And they're saying, you guys, it's the stillness again. The stillness. They're really trying to shove that home for you guys. You need to sit, meditate, contemplate, go internal, be still, allow the healing to happen, so that way you can gain control of your emotions. Because it's like there's going to be some more challenges, especially with all these squares going on, and you guys actually have the planets up here that are squaring off against each other, causing these challenging aspects. So this is going to hit you guys harder than some of the other people. But definitely know that some of the answers are going to come as to why, but it's probably going to come because you start opening up to your guides giving you the guidance you need, as well as people coming in if you've closed people off. But you have to be discerning and use that in order to let go of the people that are taking up the space for the people that are really there for you, because you don't want people around that are taking from you as you're trying to get to this healing space. So we have trust. I believe that whatever is happening to me right now is part of the greater plan, and that's literally what I was just talking about. And we have awaken. I awake feeling energized and begin my day with gratitude. So they're telling you guys you need to be more grateful for what's in your life right now instead of looking at the have-nots. And then we have abundance. I am blessed with and thankful for the abundance in my life. So literally a double call out about being grateful for what you already have and just trusting in what is happening is for you. It's not like a punishment. It's happening for you to kick out these traits you have that are blocking off all this positive from coming in. So take the step, take the initiative today to at least sit down and be honest with yourself with these things, because that's the first step, is acknowledgement. And then once you start moving on from acknowledgement, that's when you start the healing process of being able to pull yourself out mentally and be more present in every moment, which helps you be more honest with yourself as you go on and be more grounded and in control of your emotions. So let me go ahead and read Rose Quartz for my Rose Quartz Unicorn pile. So obviously Rose Quartz is connected to the heart chakra, and you guys have this big green thing up here that is heart chakra energy. So this crystal is connected to the feeling of universal love, that unconditional love that you guys need to be giving yourselves. Healing properties, harmony. It can also help the throat chakra, which is great because you guys need to express yourselves in a more healthy manner. It speaks of all love, healing healing communication with family, developing deeper bonds with spouses and friends, bringing sweeter notes of self-care into your own world. It is used to help align the tender heart, I cannot talk, softly yet energetically with true and loving compassion. Can help heal the pain or trauma left from deep emotional wounds. It definitely calls to people that crave more love in their lives, which isn't always romantic love, it's just love, period. It helps with finding a deep sense of compassion and care in the world, and it really helps bring this to yourself. But if your heart chakra is blocked, you might lean more towards being codependent and jealous and have little trust in yourself or other people, or feel unwilling or unworthy to give yourself love, which a lot of this was kind of pushing towards, like this is kind of what's happening. So I think this is why, if you guys were drawn to rose quartz, that this is going on, especially having that I feel up there. It can crack open the heart and put you back into alignment so you feel connected, comforted, and open to the possibilities that joyous life can bring. It's connected with divine feminine energy, and it carries the aura of compassion and peace and warmth of mothering, all with strength of spirit. And it's really good to help you learn how to self-soothe and be healed like yourself, like you become your own center, like I was saying, like the grounded center. And really help uplift you into that positive kind of Venusian energy of love and relationships and being able to see beauty in everything. So that is my rose quartz unicorns. So definitely this was more of a work on your emotions pile. Get in control, because otherwise these transits are going to be controlling you. But you guys can definitely pull in some beautiful soul link connections right now if you get in control. So my last little one, my opalite dolphins. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you guys after I take a sip of water. And just so you guys know, in case you don't know, water is really good for, like, you know, obviously hydration, all that stuff is very important, but it can help you have like more of a like clean feeling, because you know how you take baths and it's like a nice cleansing feeling. It's the same thing as drinking water. It helps calm you and kind of cleanse your energy as well. If you're feeling like really like out of sorts and antsy and stuff, it can help bring you back into the moment and kind of like slow you down, because if you don't, you kind of choke on the water. That's just my own way of looking at it, but obviously it's a very cleansing on so many levels to drink water. But I just love water in general, but I've been more conscious to drink more of it lately just because of all the energies going around. So let's see what planetary energies are affecting my opalite dolphins the most right now during this full moon. Oh, Venus coming out. Saturn. So you guys are just feeling some planets right now. Oh, these came out together. And Uranus with this Black Moon Lilith energy. Okay. So this is really interesting. For when you guys are really feeling the pull of this Venus energy, you might have some placements that oppose Leo, so it could be making it a little harder for you to accept the Leo energy, because it's probably opposing things in your chart that's making it more of a challenge, or even squaring things. So your relationships might be going through a little bit of a funk, but also is probably a little hard for you to find that love to give yourself, because your truth, that love, isn't really being present. But one of the things that's really going to help you guys with this energy you're feeling is the Uranus energy that I was talking about, that's having that in conjunct right now. Because even though you're really feeling weighed down by this sense of not being able to be honest about literally like this deep down heart feelings, you're being called to push past it and almost be rebellious in the fact that you know you want to say these things, even if you're not fully understanding it, because we have mystery here. It's like this is coming through intuition. It's trying to come to you in a very spiritual sense so you can understand. So this is more of like you guys might be having downloads coming to you as well. So it's like learning to understand them and kind of articulate what they're trying to say to you, and possibly say those to other people, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Aquarius is of community and humanity and friends and things like that. So it's almost like you're trying to bring these energies out in your own way. So let's see what energies, what you guys should be doing for this Aries full moon with your intentions, or if you do rituals, just anything that really needs to be getting done. My home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection, and it's reversed right on top of that Venus. You need to find beauty within yourself and your home within yourself, and know that you're protected, because with this coming through, your guides are there, but you are very blocked off to understanding that they're offering their protection. And you can't feel at home within your own body because you're not accepting it. You're not accepting what's deep down below in the depths, which feels like a lot of shadow work almost. And then we have my dreams reveal the magic that is real and anything is possible. So you guys might also be getting a lot of truth being revealed to you in your dreams that you aren't fully acknowledging. And this can definitely block off what's trying to come through and help you right now. So really pay attention and actually try to work through the issues that you're having if you're being given these keys. And this is also another one with surrender here, and it's on the truth. I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion. Like, there's a lot here telling you guys to really understand that your guides and your intuition are here trying to help you find ways to bring out this love and truth that you guys are keeping hidden within you. And then we have healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. So definitely you guys are learning your truth, and you're learning the love for yourself, and you're learning to honor yourself by doing this. This is like you learning that there's people in your life, there's energies in your life, but you are learning to put up the boundaries that are good for you. And you become more healthy by doing that. And it also helps you to be able to feel safe. So working on working on this during the full moon is how you're going to help create this energy of being able to surrender and make your own self feel more safe and protected. And also if you do any kind of rituals that you like that make you feel like your home is like more safe and protected, or any kind of like you have a sacred space, like an altar or anything like that. Create like a routine if you don't have one already, that will allow you to have like the energy of knowing you have something you can do repetitively, because that creates like a grounding energy as well. So let's see the opportunities and challenges that come with working with or not working with the full moon. Hey Jen! Finishing up the pick of cards. Oh, you guys got Two of Cups also. Where are you guys going? That's too much. Yeah, the reason you guys are having trouble surrendering is not having that security. Also, it seems like this love might also be tied to relationships for some of you, which is probably why you're having trouble really understanding what to do here. Because we have the Two of Cups here, which are like those really beautiful soul connections, but we have this mental state here. But you have to realize this anxiety and this worry and everything that you're creating is you creating it. Like you're holding this veil over your eyes, you're choosing to wear it, and it's like you're putting all of this mental activity in the forefront of your mind. Now, some of you, this might be directly related to a relationship, because having a king and a queen reversed like this right beside each other and having her looking at the back of his head is almost like whatever these energies are is like someone is walking away and the other person is losing stability over it, but this other energy is not one that you want to be attached to. It's not one that's good for you. It's deceitful, it's dishonest, manipulative. It's really one that messes with your emotions, and it's going to shut your heart off. So being able to realize that this isn't for you and being able to release this, because there's some things like it was saying here, like this truth and love up here with Saturn can definitely be relating to this. Because if you're having relationship issues right now, if it's not healthy, the push is going to be you getting out of the relationship. It's going to be you actually letting go and surrendering and knowing that this isn't meant for you, as painful as it can be. That you need to find security within yourself and be okay being with yourself, even though it causes like all this feelings over here of just being trapped. It's like you need to know that what is meant for you, the real, is going to come in, but you have to be able to release. You can't stay stuck between the two. You can't make the choice to not, well, you can make a choice to not make a choice, but it's not going to help you, because what this opportunity is bringing is way better. It's healing. It's actual full cups coming together, as opposed to feeling like giving up everything and becoming something you're not to keep something together that really isn't supposed to be there for you. For some of you, it can be very karmic, especially with Saturn here. You could be feeling that a karmic relationship is something that you're supposed to be in, but once you learn your lessons, if you just keep staying in it and becoming more and more just less of yourself. That's not what you're supposed to be learning. You're supposed to learn that's not what you are putting up with, and grow stronger from it and move on. Especially with this Lilith energy, like being able to take control and just leave and know that your freedom is important is really important for this pile, because being able to step into that and know that you are sacred, like no one can take that from you, and that you really are so deserving of so much. Don't let someone else tell you otherwise. So let's see what wants to come out for you guys. So, because it seems like a lot of you've been working really hard, and like that's being acknowledged right now. Your hard work's paying off. Don't let pride get in your way. This energy, and Venus is in Leo, and this is Leo energy right here. Don't let, this is the side of Venus I was trying to tell you guys about with it being in Leo. Don't let the ego take over, especially if you feel like you put so much into something and it's like you feel like you deserve to know or you deserve to get, or it's like if you stay in that mindset and you're staying in a toxic place, whether it's a relationship, work, whatever, if you're choosing to stay in it, that's your pride talking, because you're trying to get something you deserve and you're not necessarily going to get it, because you deserve more than that, not what's in that place. Yeah, because we have it's time to take action. Like you can't sit here and expect change. Like you have to be the change. Yeah, a new start is coming. Like you guys need this new fresh start. You need to move on from whatever the situation is. And you need to realize that these cycles are coming to completion here, like coming very closely. And this energy right here is a very powerful energy. It's full moon eclipse energy. So you need to understand that you putting this off is keeping things from having its completion. It's in your hands right now. And then just keep having faith in what you want. Because this have faith in your dreams. Like you have all this stuff here, like the hard work, take action, the new start, and have faith in your dreams. It's like really trying to push you there. Just don't let these feelings of you need to get your answers or you need to get your acknowledgement or whatever it is from this situation keep you from just dropping the situation and moving on to better things. Okay, so we have ask for help. I am willing to receive help from the universe whenever and however it happens. So, it's like I was telling you guys, you need to open up and not be so caught up in the fact that you think you know what you need. Like this surrender right here, like if you can't surrender control of this situation and really realize that you are not the one that's going to make, like you're probably going to get the answers or whatever you need later on this month when Mercury goes retrograde. Just make the choice now to really push and take yourself out of the situation that's causing all this, because it's just holding you back. Can't turn the card. Lessons. I look for opportunities in life's challenges via my dreams, and I learn the lesson. So you guys have a couple cards now coming out about dreams, so I don't know if you guys have been ignoring them or if you've been having extremely vivid dreams. But this is really saying that, you know, you can find the hope, you can find the lessons, you can learn. There's like so much stuff your dreams are trying to bring you right now. And also, it's helping you build more faith in yourself and in what you want to do. So whatever this situation has taken from you, it's trying to be given back to you. You just have to start releasing the situation. Inner child. I reconnect with my inner child through fun and play. So you guys, a big part of inner child work is usually connected to our shadow work and past traumas. So for one, you can reconnect through, you know, actually allowing yourself to have fun and realize that it's okay and it doesn't make you irresponsible or anything like that. Just don't do anything stupid. But definitely try to have more fun. Try to sing randomly, even if you feel like you can't sing. Paint random things, even if you feel like you can't paint. Just do things that it doesn't matter. Like, other people don't need to acknowledge what's going on as long as you're just getting this stuff out of you so you can express yourself. And a big thing is being true to yourself. Like, be really honest with yourself and give love back to yourself, because however this situation played out and whatever happened that made it seem like, you know, you had to give up so much of yourself, or like you turned into another person, who you are is always in there. You just have to go through and like start cleaning up again, which is probably why the inner child came out. Because when you start reconnecting and going that deep again, you start finding yourself again. You find the real dreams that you have as opposed to what others have placed on you. So let me go ahead and read some opalite for you guys. So it's a stone of love, but it only rewards faithful lovers. So I don't know if there's been some unfaithful stuff going on too. But it's said to help lasting romantic bonds. It's believed to alleviate depression and soothe frayed nerves and help us step away from anxiety, to help bring inner peace and a sense of calm in any situation. It improves communication on all levels, especially loud noise, especially spiritual. It removes energy blockages and of the chakras. It helps with transitions of all kinds, especially if you're going through a lot of emotional things that are just like really wreaking havoc on you. And it gives this persistence and strength in verbalizing our hidden feelings, which is literally like on here for you guys, like needing to get that stuff out. But definitely good for stabilizing moods. And for anyone, I don't know who this specific thing is for, but it's good for helping with encouraging the sexual expression, which is that of the sacral chakra. So for whoever that is for, whoever needs to heal sacral or just, you know, get jiggy with it with all this Aries energy, that's good for that too. But definitely, it seems like everyone has been given their things, and it seems like each pile actually had some very specific things this time. So definitely, if you didn't get to see the beginning of the pick, I would say go back and see which one you're drawn to and watch those, since all of them were pretty different. But if you guys want your own personal readings, everything is in my about section on here. It has those big buttons that look like water, big watery ocean things. I made those. I'm proud of those. Took me a long time. But you can book through appointments on my Facebook page, and that's down there. And I'm going to put our winner, cinnamon means stop, on all of my platforms after I get off of here. And also I'm going to say a little bit about my new contest that starts today. I already posted it on my Instagram. I'm going to start posting it everywhere else once I get off. But basically, once my Twitch channel hits 100 followers, because followers and subscribers are different. Once my Twitch channel hits 100 followers, I'm going to be doing a drawing for a winner. And of course, if you're following, you're going to be put, like, you know, the little box. And the name you called on the paper, cinnamon means stop. I'm guessing that's a safe word. But for when I reach 100 followers, I'm going to be picking a winner, and the winner of this contest is going to win my special package that I have, the 30-minute one, that is a monthly spiritual guidance, which means each week you get a 30-minute reading with me, a tarot reading, and pretty much on anything that you need. So once a week you'll get a 30-minute reading. You get a 30-minute reading for 4 weeks. So that is the new contest, and once I hit 100 followers, that is when I'm going to be drawing the winner. And also, if you invite a friend, then you show me that you invited the friend and they followed. Either they can confirm they're your friend, or however you're going to get them to show it that's your friend. And you can actually have your name put in twice, so that way you have double chances. And if you invite multiple friends, then you get a chance extra for each friend. So that way you can have more chances if you have friends that like tarot and astrology and all that, and you get them on here. Just make sure they give you some kind of way of getting credit so you can get put in there more than once. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and post the winner on all of my media, and I'm also going to put up my contest on the rest of my media as well. I wish all of you a beautiful Aries full moon. It's been happening since 2 p.m. today anyways, so we are all in the energy. But hopefully all of this brought you guys some guidance and some ways to go through this. And like I said, if you want anything personal, whether it's astrology or a reading, I can do that for you too. So just look through my site, it's easier. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to you guys and head off and get something to eat and get some other stuff done. But you guys have a wonderful day. Oh, see, that's my light saying, yeah, it's time for you to go. That's one way for me to go, huh? Get out of here. But yeah, bye everybody.